Open your best prompt, the one you saved, the one you shared with the team, and then read it line by line. It probably says something like this. You're a senior analyst. Think step by step. First summarize, then analyze, then recommend. Double check your numbers before responding. Format the output as a table. Here's the uncomfortable news. Anthropic's Fable 5 already does every one of those things on its own. It plans, it verifies, it checks its own work before it answers. You are giving swimming lessons to a fish. Every one of those lines made sense when you wrote it, and older models needed the help. The model simply outgrew them, and nobody sent you the memo. Half of your prize prompt is dead weight. Today, microsession number 3, we're talking about how to optimize for Fable, and I'll show you exactly what to keep. For years, good prompting meant teaching the model how to think. 4 families of instructions did that job. Verification loops, double check your work. Step-by-step scaffolding, first do this, then do that. Format babysitting, respond in exactly this structure. And role play, act as an expert. The Fable generation does all 4 natively. It plans its own steps, often better than the ones you wrote. It verifies before it answers, and it picks a sensible format on its own. It already reasons at an expert level, so telling it to act like one adds nothing. In fact, if you listen to Microsession 101, what we argue here is that you don't want to say act like an expert. You want to say apply this academic framework, educate yourself, and then try it yourself. Give Fable a 2-line instruction and watch it plan the whole job on its own. Then read your old prompt again. Most of it just became a to-do list for work the model already had finished. Those lines are not just useless now, they're clutter, and clutter buries the lines that matters. Worse, a rigid script can force the model into a weaker plan than the one it would have made itself. The cut is not housekeeping. It's how you get the model's full intelligence back. So if the thinking moved into the model, what's left for you to write? Everything the model cannot know without you. And that turns out to be the most valuable half. Your context, who your customers are, what your product does, what happened last quarter, your standards, what good looks like in your company, your tastes, and most importantly, your definition of done, the exact moment a piece of work is finished. At the AI Officer Institute, we have a full series on agentic AI, and it's not what you think. It's not about building agents. Secret fact, you don't build agents. You configure them. What's really important is actually how do you plan properly? Because as I always like to say, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So if you create a good plan and you have a great definition of done, your prompts to Fable can be much, much simpler. So here's a good example of a good output, because one real example teaches taste faster than 10 instructions about it. The model can plan its own analysis. It cannot know that your clients are factory owners in Vietnam. It cannot verify its own numbers. It cannot know that in your company an email is not done until the client can act without a follow-up question. It cannot know that your CEO hates bullet points. That knowledge is yours. Nothing else can write it, which makes it the only part of your prompt worth keeping. So here's the rule, and it's the only rule in this session. Go line by line, and if the line tells the model how to think, delete it. If the line tells the models what you know, keep it. Think step by step how to think, delete it. Our refund policy is 30 days. That's what you know. Keep it. Verify before responding. Delete it. Never promise a delivery date without checking operations. Keep it. Run that rule honestly, and most prompts shrink by half. What survives reads like a briefing for a sharp new colleague. Here's our situation. Here's our standard. Here's what great looks like. This is what I expect to be done. And a skill written this way survives every model upgrade because it never told the model how to think in the first place. So here's your challenge for today. Pick one prompt or skill that you actually use every week. A saved prompt, a custom instruction, a project file. It has to be real, not practice. And then go line by line and cut everything out the model now does natively. Then rewrite what survives as a short skill, your context, your standards, one example of good output. Take the before, the after in one sentence per deleted line to your AI buddy. It will check that you cut the right lines, and you will get credit for this microsession. For years, we spent our words managing the machine. Check your work, follow these steps, use these formats. The machine has stopped needing us. The model got smarter. So your words get to be about what only you know, and nobody can copy that.